All right. Shalom. I'm the priest Ayin Wa from the GMS, South Carolina Midlands Camp. Coming back once again through the spirit and through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call Haloyam La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, to the bishops, to the elders of Great Millstone that ruled well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations unto the elect. All right, shalom. And in this lesson, I want to just, touch on, the remnant, the elect, the ones that the Lord is, bringing back, is restoring, ultimately his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the truth, the scriptures of our heritage, of who our power is. The Lord is restoring that, knowledge back into the elect. And that's why you're seeing this, great awakening of Israelites popping up all across the four winds of the earth, man, via the word. Okay, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the true interpretation of the scriptures, man. Okay, this is all prophetic. Okay, and I'm going to get right into it. Romans 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, right? And you have, Israelites all across the four corners of the earth. And you have Israelites that were scattered amongst these other nations, right? And if you think about, the sand, the sands of the sea, that's something that can't be numbered, right? So ultimately, the Lord is speaking about the vast number of Israelites that's on the planet Earth, right? But out of all those Israelites, there's only a small remnant that's actually going to come back to the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of who we are, who our true power is, the name of the Lord, so on and so forth, man, the truth. Okay, I'll read it again. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. And that's something that these Christians and even these other Israelite camps don't push, the remnant of Israel. That's something that's very important, man. Right? Real quick, let me grab Isaiah chapter 10. I'll start at verse 20. It says, a remnant will return, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And it's talking about escaping the mental chains, mental shackles that was put upon us by our enemy, right? Our chief enemy, Esau, Edom, with these lies, these proverbs calling us African Americans, Africans, calling us Mexicans, Native Americans, Latinos, putting that covering cast on us, have us, worshiping white Jesus in these, in Christianity, these Catholic churches, so on and so forth. Right. At one point, we used to look to Esau for all the answers. But see, the Lord has, freed us, mentally has freed us by giving us this truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. OK, so we don't put our trust in Esau or our enemies anymore. We put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness, man. OK, so it's all about, the remnant returning back unto the Lord, man. OK, Baruch chapter 2. Verse 30, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So while we're in our captivity, right, the Lord is bringing us back, has brought us back unto our remembrance, right? Now we know that we're not, black or Latino or Native American or Hispanic. We know that we are the Hebrew Israelites, man, the biblical descendants of the Hebrew Israelites. Right, that's us. We know that the Lord is our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Right, Jesus ain't the true name of the Lord, man, and he's not a so-called white man. Right, we understand this now because the Lord gave us the understanding. Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai had to be crucified, man, so that we can get this knowledge and understanding. When you read Revelation, the 5th chapter, it goes into how Yahweh Shai, he loosed the seals, and ultimately the seals is representing the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible. So the Lord, he gave us back our understanding, okay, of truth. Okay, so that's why it was important for Yahweh Shai to be crucified, man, right? And that's why we worship Yahweh Shai. Okay, you got these guys talking about they don't worship Yahweh Shai, but they're not going to make it. Okay, so the Lord has brought us back to our understanding. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them in heart and ears to hear, going into understanding. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, which is proof that we know the name of the Lord right now. Before the kingdom, we know the name of the Lord, man. That's something else that the Lord gave unto us, man. Okay. It says, in return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, which is the true baptism, right? Baptism isn't like how you see in these Christian churches. They just dunk you under some water, right? And then they praise you in the name of Jesus, which that's going off. You call upon Jesus, you're ultimately calling upon Satan, right? The true baptism is a particular mindset, changing your mindset and from following wickedness and following, changing your mindset to following righteousness, man. That's the true baptism, right? Being washed and cleansed in the spirit of the Lord, mentally, man. And physically, you're going to make changes as well. There's certain things that you're not going to do. Okay, so it's a mindset, right? It says, in return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And that's future prophecy. That's something that's about to take place, man. Okay, because the Lord never forgot about the promise that he made unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and the seed of Jacob. Okay, the Lord never forgot about that promise. Okay, so ultimately, with the remnant being brought back to their remembrance, ultimately, that's the Lord getting ready to fulfill that promise, man. A remnant had to turn back into the Lord. Okay, so this is why you're seeing Israelite camps all over the four corners of the earth prophesying, man. Okay, because this is biblical prophecy, right? Let me grab this. Ezekiel chapter 11, and let's start at verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, right? Going into how Israel was scattered amongst the heathen nations, right? It says, although I have cast them far off from among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come, right? And the Lord has, his prophets across the four corners of the earth, especially right, here in America. You have camps, and mainly we speak about, Great Millstone, because we have the 100% truth, and we believe that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, right, beginning with the apostles, the bishops, and the elders on down. We believe that we have 100% truth, and the brothers that are affiliated with us as well, like Men of Valor and other brothers that's pushing the true 100% doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai, and ultimately the Lord is speaking through us, okay, prophesying unto our people, man. Okay, it says, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. Salakia, let me go back to verse 16. It says, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Right, so the Lord ultimately is giving us that comfort via the word, man. Wherever we're serving our captivity at, the Lord has given us the comfort by bringing us back to our remembrance and allowing us to know who we are. And he used men to bring this word out so that we can be enlightened, man, and we can have that comfort of knowing why we're in captivity and knowing that we're not going to be in captivity forever. And ultimately, we're at the end of our captivity, right? Because you go into a sanctuary, that's a place of refuge, man. Okay. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. That's what we're waiting on. And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you. Now, this is when we get those new bodies in the Lord. This is the new covenant. And the Lord downloads his laws, statutes, and commandments into our spirits, man, into our inward parts, and we'll never go off again, and we'll never die again, because sin is transgression of the law, and that's what leads us to death. But if we're keeping the laws perfectly, we'll never sin again, and the Lord won't have a reason to put us to death, man. It says, and I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes and keep mine ordinances and do them. And they shall be my people, and I will be their power. But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, saith the Lord power. Yeah, the 2/3, they ain't going to make it on the first go around, man. They're going to have to come back through the loins of the elect. Okay. Then did the cherubims lift up their wings, and the wheels beside them, and the glory of the power of Israel was over them above. And the glory of the Lord Yahweh went up from the midst of the city, and stood upon the mountain which is on the east side of the city. Afterwards the Spirit took me up and brought me, Salakia. Afterwards the Spirit took me up and brought me in a vision by the Spirit of the Most High into Chaldea, to them of the captivity. So the vision that I had seen went up from me. Then I spake unto them of the captivity all the things that the Lord power had showed me, Yahweh had showed me. Right, but the point is, the Lord is bringing us back to our remembrance, because the remnant has to be arisen so that we can be delivered, man. So the remnant, the elect, is very important. You got to teach on the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and say that the Lord is going to come back and deliver all of Israel. That's not the case, man. I'll end off on this. Matthew 24:31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect. It's not talking about all of Israel, man. Only the elect. And we hope and pray that we are that number, man, the true believers. It says, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So it's all about the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? But Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying, man. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, to the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, for the true leaders of Israel today. Peace, love, blessings, and salutations unto the elect.